welcome to Coffee with Coach episode number 28, my dear friend. Welcome. We have someone who is super duper charged, who is super duper active, and who is someone who is the true example of never give up. Before I introduce my guest of the day, let me say thank you to each one of you. If you can see me, if you can hear me, just comment yes in the comment box. Thank you so much everyone for joining this Coffee with Coach episode every single week evening 6 p.m. no matter what. It is a commitment for all of you from my side, from my community, from Dream Career Hub family. It is not a community, my dear friend. It is a family. We are closely bonded. We love each other. We help each other and we grow each other. So, Dream Career Hub is going to create a miracle in this year itself. And I have someone who is a true example of hard work, true example of never give up, and true example of a strong mindset, my dear friend. The guest of the day, name of the guest of the day is Alka Srivastava. So without wasting much time, let me quickly invite the guest of the day, Alka Srivastava. Alka, thank you so much for accepting the invite and joining this show, Coffee with Coach, episode number 28. Over to you. Can you hear me? Yeah.
Hi Amar, hi everybody, whosoever is present over here. A warm good evening to all of you. It's my pleasure being on this platform to share my experience and to learn from all of you. Thank you so
Perfect. Thank
very
you so
much.
much. Thank you so much. I can see this episode is going to be in a podcast format. I I can see your video is not getting open. Is that true?
Yeah, actually, there is some technical issue with my system, and
No
my
problem.
system is not supporting the video.
No problem. So whenever you and me or anybody facing some technical issue, we will find a solution. And today's solution is we are going to host this show in a podcast format rather than a video format. So all of you are watching right now, get the essence, get the experience of podcast today. We are going to launch even our podcast series very soon in this year itself. Perfect. Thank you so much, Alka, for joining. How was your day?
It was superb, it was marvelous, it was full of energy because I was waiting to meet all of you here on the right platform to share the experience.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining. We have few people. We have someone, so many people from YouTube channel. We have some people. They are directly watching me on my Facebook profile. We have someone who is watching me in my Facebook group. So हम सब तरफ available है. Don't worry. Perfect. So today's session is going to be more over into recruitment. So all of you who are facing challenge in recruitment, this actually episode is for you. So, Alka, my first question to you: what is the recruitment process right now in India, which is actually in the culture?
Look, when it comes to recruitment itself is a very positive thing because it is, attracting the right pool of talent against each mandate, against each requirement which the company has. Be it a small company, be it a big company, be it a MNC, be it any sort of company, wherever we are working, we need people. And this building of network of people through different channels, through different, portals, that is what we call recruitment. It is altogether a like positive kind of process wherein we invite people against one particular mandate that yes, this is the requirement, these are the set job descriptions against which you have to apply, and if you match with all our criterias, we are going to provide you another platform which we call interviews. After having a screening and then shortlisting, and then we go for the interview rounds, and then your HR panel round takes place, and finally you get the offer. Then comes
Okay.
your chance whether you accept the offer or you deny the offer, and accordingly you get placed into the company. Then we make the orientation, onboarding things, everything takes place one to one.
Perfect. Thank you so much for adding value here. My question is, I was actually reading one article today. In economics time, there is one survey happened that 60% job market is on a strong recovery rate.
Hmm.
So Economic Times is doing survey that job market is on a recovery rate. Government is saying that job market is on a strong recovery rate. Then why still there are so many people they are struggling to get the job?
Look, there are two things. Number one, when we say there are internal movements, like for one position, there could be one internal movement that somebody is getting promoted to that particular thing, or maybe internally they are being referred to somebody that we get a referral from there, and the position is not in the market. Or else, it's something like you are looking for a packet of milk on a medical store. So if you're, searching your job, that too on a wrong place, you would not be able to visualize where exactly we have to head until unless you're not clear with your search pattern, with your platform, with your portals, or you can say the direction. If you're missing the direction, you are going to head somewhere else. And that is
Perfect.
what is happening. Jobs are available in the market. We are unable to search a proper job because of the lackness of the awareness, because the wrong kind of practices we are into. So that is where we are here to help each other.
Perfect. Thank you so much. I was actually I want to add something here.
Mhm.
I was reading one quotation from Dr. Kalam, and
Mm.
Dr. Kalam once said, "The biggest problem in India is not employment; it is employability." So Dr. Kalam, long time back, he told the problem in India is employability. Employability means lack of skill set. Then why still so many people they are not ready to learn, they are not ready to work on themselves?
Amar, here and I would like to bring my point. In Indian scenario, the biggest problem is the family pressure. Once you are through with your 12th or your graduation, the family pressurizes you that you need to have a job. Irrespective of your skill set, what we are passionate about, we are not doing that. What we are doing, that we need to have a job for the sake of having a job. And that is why either you end up resigning from the position, or the company is kicking you out from the current job because you are not fit to the fitment of the role.
Correct. Perfect. So how should one person, let's suppose I am someone who is a candidate, how should I make sure before joining the company that I will be a perfect candidate for the position?
Look, before joining a company, you need to do your basic homework about your own self. You should know what strength areas you have, what weaknesses you have, what skill set is required, what skill set you have, and there are certain skills which are innate, which are by birth, and there are certain skills which you acquire by practicing it. So that depends like what kind of field you want to go into, what education you have pursued, or what passion you are carrying with yourself. If all these things are not aligned in one direction, you are not going to make a right decision. What, for example, if I have to dig a hole, or you can say if I have to dig say for almost 40 feet, and we are just doing it in a vertical direction, you will not be able to get a glass of water. But even if you are digging it in the right direction downwards the lane 20 feet, you'll be able to get at least a glass of water. So there the direction matters. Youth today is not having a right direction. There is the problem.
What can we do to give them direction?
It is like we all have to handhold each other, that whosoever is there and has knowledge, they should come at front and they should share the knowledge that look, these are the skill sets wherein you can come and have a match with this. If in case you are lacking somewhere, we are there to help you out. So you need to get associated with a kind of community which is into coaching or mentoring, because even in the previous times there was a gurukul. So nobody was being misguided, nobody was in a wrong direction. So there is what it is required in current scenario also. We always have to go for a mentor. Take one step one time, one good mentor one time, follow him blindly, because if you'll question, you are questioning his ability, and obviously you do not have that acceptance of your ability in your own self. So at least you should follow the mentor you are following.
Perfect. Thank you so much. My question is here, do you think your community and my community are in the right direction to help people?
Yes, of course, because we have a pure intention that we want to help each other to grow. We are into profile building, we are into career building, because we are not helping to get a job. We are helping them to grow and to make the career is a lifetime thing. It is not one spot thing that okay, I have got a job and I'm happy with it, because that happiness is a momentary thing. Once you'll be achieving something, you'll be going ahead, but career is a lifetime thing. So think about it, make your career, don't rush for a job, try to build your career and look into the matter deeply. Please take a deep insight within your own inner self, what and where you are lacking. Develop yourself, because before developing anything else outside, we need to develop ourselves. That is the best practice we need to do to be a successful person in life.
Perfect. Thank you so much. So all of you who are watching right now, you can post your comment, post your question, which we can address during the live session. And coming to my next section of this Coffee with Coach episode number 28, Alka, I wanted to talk something about resume because this is one major area where people used to fail.
the
So,
basic the basic difference now, Amar, what I feel here is like people are quite confused when it comes to curriculum vitae, resume, executive profile, and career synopsis. There is the basic issue. Curriculum vitae is a German word. Curriculum means your syllabus, and vitae is the data which you're using. So curriculum vitae is whatever you have done academically without having your job experience, not life experience, but the job experience. That you have to write in your curriculum vitae. And if you are a fresher with 1 year maximum experience, you can always provide a curriculum vitae. Whereas when we say resume, it is re-assuming what you have done in your first two jobs, you will at least be performing in the similar manner. So having 1 plus years of experience says you should always provide a resume. When it comes 5 plus experience, executive profile, because you are at the role wherein you have to execute the decisions made by the decision makers, the management, the stakeholders. So that execution part comes. So therein you are directing somebody, you are managing a team. So wherein you require to put in an executive profile, and pro means advanced and file is a record. So you should know before presenting that look, this is I have done. I'm your team leader and you have to perform in this manner. If you will come across any problem, I am there to help you, and I'm there to come at front to hold your hand. That is the executive profile. Career synopsis is a glimpse of what you have done in 10 to 15 years of time. So that is the basic difference. Please do not rush, do not jump into making a resume. That is
okay,
something, because you do not enter first for the round of interview. Your resume, your executive profile, your synopsis, that enters first. That is the gate pass. If you're not getting the gate pass, how even can you imagine that you'll be getting a proper job?
correct. It's just a medium to get the pass for the interview.
Right.
And if we are doing the right step, we can get the pass. Now,
Very true. Very true.
my my concern is here. There are 70 to 80% people. They used to think I have created my resume. Now I will get the job. So, what is your take on this?
That is only the basic step. That is the gate pass. Your resume could be cut, copy and pasted, but your skill set nobody can snatch. That is where you have to prove, because once you start sharing your experience, when you share what kind of case you have solved, what kind of problem you're solving, there lies the solution to the employer. Because why the employer is hiring you, the employer is having a problem and they need a solution, and you being a candidate is the right solution to that problem. So until unless you do not have the technical, that financial, that feasibility to that problem, you would not be able to solve the problem, and they will not be hiring you.
Perfect. Thank you so much. We have one question from Bhuvna, and the
Yeah.
question is how to restart the career again after a post-career gap for motherhood.
Bhuvna, thank you so very much for being. There are a lot many people facing the similar kind of problem, and one solution to this particular problem is like we always have to analyze the capabilities, the skill sets, and the other things which the person has. Not this that we are having a break doesn't mean that you don't have the ability to go through that particular round. Yes, there are certain companies those who are welcoming that. Hello.
Yes, yes, you're audible. Go ahead.
Hello, am I audible? That doesn't mean that if there is a gap, you are not capable of doing anything. There are certain companies who are welcoming, but it is the right thing that you have to position yourself in a right direction on the right platform. If you will be going and putting it on a Naukri thing, you will never be able to get the right opportunity over there. But yes, if you are going on a platform like LinkedIn, then definitely you will have chances to get the job. And once you get this, chance to present yourself, tell them what was the basic reason. Do not create a foam kind of thing. It is not for you, Bhuvna, only. It is for all those viewers or the audience which may have this concept in their mind that foaming will help. No, be authentic, be real, be honest. That is only going to help you.
I was on mute. Apologies. So before I ask my next question, Alka, I feel that somebody is on your door, knocking the door. Go ahead, take that, and then we'll come back.
No, no, it's okay.
Perfect.
It's done.
So all of you who are watching right now here, I hope this session is adding some value in your life. Coming to my next question, Alka, for you, why there are a set of people, I don't want to take the percentage, there are set of, let me be very honest, why there are 90% people they are dependent on job portal like Naukri, Times and Monsters, and why they
Lack
are
of
dependent on
awareness.
job portal.
Lack of awareness, Amar. The very first thing is lack of awareness. If you ask somebody regarding how you are searching a job, the very first name they give is a naukri.com. Somebody will say shine.com. Very few people, they are aware that there are other platforms also wherein they can go and have proper positioning, have their personal branding done, and then they may easily be available. It is not that we only are looking for the job, it is also that the company is looking for the manpower. So a right platform wherein a gap could be bridged, that is where we have to be present. If we are not present at the right platform, you would not be picked up.
Perfect. Now my next question regarding the LinkedIn which you have just mentioned, do you think if I
Yeah.
create the profile on LinkedIn it is enough I can get the job?
No, because until and unless you are not doing your personal branding in terms, if you are not, putting everything in the right direction, in a way that, for example, there too, lot many people search, right? The kind of keywords, the kind of skill sets they are requiring. If you have not mentioned that in your profile, that is not going to come. Either you do your personal branding in a way like me and you have done, and lot many other peoples have also done that. If you put on the name over of Amar Srivastava on Google, you'll find the name that Amar Srivastava is a coach over there. Why? Because he has done the branding, he has done so much of hard work over there. So you too have to do the personal branding, you too have to work on yourself, you too have to make yourself available on different portals, different platforms, and you have to be into the network of the people, those who are really active.
Perfect. Perfect. Thank you so much for adding value here. My next question, based on LinkedIn only,
Mm-hmm.
there are some set of people they used to create profile on LinkedIn and they used to send message to recruiter randomly, hello, I'm looking for the job, can you help me? So I want your opinion on this, why and how to improve, why their people are approaching to the recruiter, talent acquisition, or the founder or CEO. I'm getting message every day from so many people and I used to help also. Sometimes I used to
Mm-hmm.
ignore also. My question is how to help people who are doing this mistake.
The very first thing, Amar, because whenever a recruiter is posting, being a recruiter, I always have posted a job vacancy on the LinkedIn portal, like platform as well. So once being a candidate, you are going through that job description, please make sure, because I frequently get people that the location is mentioned over there, Mumbai. People from Noida, from Delhi, from Agra, they are applying for the job. When it is mentioned over there, please go thoroughly the posting. The very first thing which you're making a mistake. Secondly, if it is mentioned that you have to register yourself. That means you have to register into their central database. That is not the immediate job that is open for you. They may have a requirement for you, they may not have a requirement for you. The only best possible manner to get a job easily is to have your proper positioning and your personal branding, upgrading your skill sets, and knowing where you have to pitch for the right job.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Coming to my question related to job offer.
Hmm.
Since you are from recruitment, I would love to talk about that. Let's suppose somebody got the offer. As
Hmm.
soon as I have accepted the offer letter,
Hmm.
and until the candidate is not joining, what is the
Hmm.
process in between? What is the process which employers are taking care? What is the main process in between this?
In between, like once the offer is being made to the candidate, that is the initial offer, Amar, and there wherein we give maximum 48 hours to a candidate, that you have to give the acceptance against that offer, right? We have to evaluate lot many things, not the total compensation which is being offered by the potential employer, but also that what kind of components it is having over there. Some companies say that they are paying consolidated amount, some companies are saying that their PF would be deducted, some are saying mediclaim would be deducted, some are saying TDS would be deducted. So you have to analyze and evaluate everything, and for these particular analysis they give you 48 hours time. If you do not revert onto that particular offer within 48 hours time, they always have a backup. If you do not accept the offer, they have a backup to go ahead with that. If you take 72 hours, you are late. So you have to fasten your analytical skills before denying the offer or before accepting the offer.
Perfect. Moving to my next question of the day. Do you think salary is only the criteria to accept any offer,
No.
and why?
No, not at all. People give weightage to salary when it comes to accept the offer, which is a kind of mistake which most of the people make. Why? Because money can suffice your immediate needs, but when it comes to career aspiration, your growth aspects, so many other things also, give you can say they have their own significance. For example, the brand value, the career growth, the hierarchy in the company. So all that matters because that will leverage your learning skills, your learning process, your growth attitude, and your development skills. So that is also a very much important. Stagnation is not the solution. Even if you are being kept in a golden cage, you are not free.
You are engaged only. Correct. Right. Perfect. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It was powerful. Coming to my next question related
Yeah.
to offer.
Hmm.
Let's suppose I have accepted the offer. My notice period is 90 days, and I got the
Hmm.
opportunity after accepting the offer letter. I got the opportunity to use that offer letter to give interview, and suddenly I got the offer which is more than my current offer.
Hmm.
So, fortunately or unfortunately, I have to say no to my offer A, and I will accept
Hmm.
my offer B, which is more than the offer A.
Hmm.
So, what is the backup which a recruiter is having if the offer A is not ready to accept, not ready to join?
First thing I would like to bring in here is like when you go on offer, when you're going for any offer on offer, that is a wrong practice for two
Mhm.
reasons. Maybe that is you're fortunate enough that you're getting offer on offer, but that is not the right practice to accept. What if you get offer on offer, that is okay, and the company similarly has made two offers to different candidates, wherein one person is getting a offer less than the offer to you one, and at the end they are asking Mr. A not to Mr. B to join the company. You are landing nowhere. So be stick to your principles while making this decision. And secondly, being a recruiter, if I have to say, then I would say that if somebody is taking offer on offer, then yes, I have a candidate on the candidate, because one candidate cannot be the only solution. We always have to be ready with the plan B. It is also for the candidate, for the employer, for the recruiter. Everybody in today's scenario has a B plan.
Perfect. It sometime I felt it was a slap tight slap for the people who are going for offer and offer, offer and offer.
That is not the
Perfect.
right practice.
Perfect. Thank you so much. I wanted to talk about job hopping. If you have some idea about job hopping, there are some people they used to change their job, one job to one job, one job to one job, one job to one job, with a very less span of time. So what is your take on this? Why people are changing job very frequently and what is their future?
Amar, I would like to add here because being a key accounts manager for companies like Hindalco, for JSW Steels, and for ArcelorMittal, so I have worked for lot many Indian MNCs as well as the MNCs, blue chip companies. I have realized like the prerequisite to have a candidate is always to have somebody who has stability in their career span. If
Perfect.
in case you do not have that, even if you are a topper all having four first class, but you are hopping from one job to another, they do not have that reliance in you, they don't have a trust in you, so they are not going to hire you. So please make yourself clear while picking up a job that you're going to stay there at least for 2 to 3 years in one job, because that much time is required to get acquainted with the kind of training you require, to show the performance of yours as per the expectation of the employer. So this all requires time. Give time and have time, then only you can say that I have done something, I have achieved something. This hopping will not help.
Perfect. Thank you so much. We
Don't
have
be
one
a frog.
question.
Don't be a frog, it will not help you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Alka. I have one question from Sushti Chogle here. How to overcome fear
Yeah,
while giving interview? How to make eye contact with the interviewer? So,
it
Sushti,
is it
if you are watching me right now, I am able to make the eye contact with you. This is your solution. Alka, over to you.
Yeah, while giving the interview, if it is one to one, you have to directly, make the eye contact from the interviewer. If it is a panel interview, you have to take care that you are making your eye contact with each and everybody to whomsoever you are talking to. That gives the confidence to you and to the interviewer that the candidate is not lying or is not hiding something or is not capable enough to justify the thoughts he's or she is putting across. So have that faith into the person. It is required to have that bond, to have that connection. It is very much required to have a proper eye contact.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Alka. Sushti,
Carry
I
a
want to add.
bring bright smile and have a proper eye contact, and nobody can stop you.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Alka. I wanted to add one more thing, Sushti, if you are here. Whenever you feel that you want to make eye contact, if it is face to face, watch this area. Watch this area in between both of the eyes. Watch this area. You will be able to make proper eye contact. And if you're on virtual interview, your camera is your best friend. Right now, I'm not watching on my laptop. I'm watching on my camera. My camera is my best friend. We have another question right now from Bhuvna. So the question is employment bond. Should we take job offer with the bond, that agreement?
A bond is required only if that is a contractual sort of thing. If it is not a contractual hiring, one should avoid going for a bond. Earlier TCS has the practice of getting employees on bond, but that was not anyhow sufficing the purpose. Reason being, one who has to left the job will pay you against the bond and will leave. The purpose was retention. The purpose was not to have a proper capturing of the candidate over there. If you are capable, you are going to grow and nobody can stop you. As you cannot stop the growth of your nails and your hair, if you're capable, nobody can stop you, even if somebody is there to cut you.
Perfect. Perfect. Thank you so much. Yes, my take on this, if somebody is asking to go for bond, you can say no. There are billions of company in the world. Why to take the risk for your own life? Why to take the risk? Yesterday I was talking one of my mentees. She is my student and I'm proud of her. She got the job. Her name is Pooja. I would love to say the name also. She called me. She told that I got the job offer, but my recruiter, my employer is asking 2 lakh rupee bond. I said directly, say no to them. Say no to them. You have lot of opportunities which is on your way. And if you join that company with a 3 year bond, you are going to sell yourself in a golden cage for next 3 years. So never accept any offer which has a bond and which they are asking FD. Give me this amount of FD. Please say no. Next question, we have someone, Ravi Sharma. Thank you so much for asking the question. There are few HRs, they say resume, and few others, can you submit your CV? Should we say CV or resume? So I hope you are late today. This was the first thing which Alka has shared. So Alka, over to you.
If you have less than a year's experience, you should always write curriculum vitae. If you have 1+ years of experience till 5 years of experience, it has to be resume. And if you have more than 5 years experience, it has to be executive profile.
Perfect. So Alka, I don't want to ask too many questions, but I want you to cover few important tips for interview without any question. I want you to cover some important tips for the interview. As a recruiter, I know you have good amount of knowledge and experience, so take some 3 to 5 tips, top tips, so that it will help to the people who are watching right now.
The very first thing is be punctual. Most of the people in India, they believe that we are as per our Indian time. No gentlemen, no young women, no champions. You can only be a champion if you are conquering your time management. If you are late, even if you are being asked to come at 10 o'clock and you are there at 10 o'clock, you are late, as rightly said by Amar sir. Right?
Yes.
So the very first thing is punctuality. Number two, always carry three set of resumes or CVs with yourself. Do not fail doing that. Carry your credentials, and then while going for the interview, do not forget to wear your smile, your attitude, your knowledge. These are some very key important factors which are required. Then if the interview, it could be like there are 3 4 types of interviews. I think Amar sir would definitely put light onto it. There are subjective interviews, there are subject matter related interviews, there could be technical interviews. So depending on the kind of interview you have, your preparation should always be according to that. If you are not specific about the subject, about the agenda of the interview, you are going to be misled.
So all of you who want to know more about interview, I would invite you my free mock interview session. The link is here. Go ahead, register every month last Saturday. Alka, coming to my next question. But before I ask my last question of the day,
Mhm.
I would love to answer your question. Do you have any question for me?
I have a small request, rather, I would say, please introduce yourself because lot many people are not aware who you are and how you have made changes in others' life. So please do so.
So my name is Amar and I'm a career coach. Thank you so much. So I have lot of videos available on my YouTube channel. In my detailed last week interview, when my mentor, my coach, Mr. Sandeep Padera came, I was literally crying with him because he has made me who am I. And in my first 1 to 5 minute interview in that video, I've introduced myself in a detail. But I would say I am a true follower of Rahul Dravid. Rahul Dravid had played more than 500 matches, and he told in one of his interviews that more than 410 times I was not even able to make 50 runs. So I'm a failure, more failure rather than success. So I would love to talk about failure rather than success. And let me tell you, I am someone who never got job in on campus, who have given more than 40, 50 interview in off campus, and still I was not getting job. But I was doing one thing very clear. I was collecting the data, and that data has helped me to get the job in 2013. Again, when I lost the job in 2017, when I become a coach 2017, and till now, more than 3,500 people has used that data, and they are working very well in their organization. And Alka, I'm proud to say you are one of them.
Thank you so very much, Amar. Because I agree, with you regarding this that you always have to be a change agent. I have learned this from my husband also. I have seen, him failing lot many times. We have a dealership for Hero Motocorp in Lucknow itself, and he runs it by the name of Rian Shiva Motors. We started it with 7 vehicles, and we have reached to the inventory of 200 vehicles. And he himself was working as a showroom manager at some other dealership, and he started from the scratch without giving up and failing lot many times. Now he is a successful dealer in Lucknow of Hero Motocorp, an authorized dealer for that. So there are lot many people around you whom you can always admire, get inspired, and they are the real change agent in my life. You, my husband, and lot many other people are there who have made this transformation into me. That you do not have to give up. Just don't give up. Don't give in. Look at the horizon where a new day will begin, and believe in yourself. It is going to happen.
Perfect. Thank you so much. It was super powerful. All of you want to know who am I? My complete introduction. I spoke with one of my mentors last week, my coach, Mr. Sandeep Vadera. Go check in Coffee with Coach last episode and check who am I. Am I really qualified to teach you? Am I really qualified to train the people? Check and let me know if I am. Perfect.
Your
Thank you so much, Alka. My
testimonials are the
last
people, Amar. Your testimonial are your people. You already have helped almost more than I think, if I'm not wrong, 3,500 people to get their job, and that too without job portal. So that
yes.
is your testimonial. I myself am a testimonial of yours, because I have got the job without any job portal, with your assistance, with your guidance.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So my last question, Alka, for you. What is your one success principle which you are following since your long time and which you will follow till your lifetime?
Be honest to yourself, work on yourself, and never give up.
Superb. Never give up. Like our thinking is getting matched. My main funda is never give up. I have seen one dream in 2000. 2000 में एक सपना देखा था कि मुझे इंजीनियर बनना है और 13 साल बाद वो पूरा हुआ. 13 year I was having that dream with me and I have never given up.
Right.
And it is not easy. So all of you, thank you so much for watching. And I hope this session is adding some value in your life. If it is adding value, my dear friend, type adding value in the comment box right now. Type right now, it is adding value in your life. And I'm telling you, this is going to be the game changer. This coffee with coach is going to help every single person who is watching this live. Next week, I have someone who is my teacher and stays from Bella Street, and be there live 6 p.m. to listen the wisdom sharing by my teacher, none other than XYZ. I will not tell the name. See you next week 6 p.m. Thank you so much, Bhuvana, adding value. Thank you so much. I'm really grateful to all of you who are watching live right now. Thank you so much, Alka, for accepting the invite for Coffee with Coach.
Thank you so much,
This,
Amar. Thank you, everybody. Have a great day and have a great life ahead.
despite of
Thank
having
you.
some challenges today, we came into podcast mode and we have finished this Coffee with Coach episode number 28. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone. Bye bye.